112 patch notes. New expansion, Monuments of Power. 40 collectible cards that include 3 champions. Yep. Seasonal tournaments. Mr. Lifeguard, thank you for the 32 months. Welcome back. Targon Road gets extended from 20 to 25 levels. Bilgewater and Demacia go from 25 to 29. With the updated seasonal tournaments, we're expecting to slightly evolve our existing approach to line design. Generally, we aim to promote metagame diversity with a greater emphasis on buffs than nerfs. While this philosophy will remain intact, we plan to be a bit more careful about maintaining the stability of the metagame, especially as we approach the end of each season. In terms of cadence, we plan to continue making and most impactful balance changes midway between expansions, with more limited, usually number-based adjustments made at the same time we release expansions. Okay, for example, in 1.3, we were planning to make some adjustments to Lee Sin. Our changes in 1.4, 1 month from now, are still coming together, but I can say we will focus heavily on champions to make sure they're in a good spot leading up to the Monument of Power season. Genevieve Elmhart. Okay, so we're going to nerf her life from 5 to 4. That seems fine. It's a really, really good, strong piece of top end. Consistently kills multiple units and has narrowed options for effectively for counterplate. That's a good change. Oh, the image is not loaded yet. Apparently we have broken pictures here. Overall, we're happy with it. Bastion going from 3 to 4. I think that's a great change. Hush goes from 3 to 2 and no longer makes fleeting copies. Sure. I think in a lot of instances, this is going to make Hush a better card. Obviously, there's going to be cases where it will be worse, but this is important. Now, here's the thing though. With Hush no longer making copies of itself, I really hope there's a Lee Sin nerf in here, because Hush was one of the most effective ways to combat Lee Sin with Spell Shield. So let's see. Living Legends. Old text, fill your hand with random fleeting celestial cards, refill your mana. Fill your hand with random refill your mana gems to full. Okay, so it's no longer, this one no longer gives you spell mana. So Living Legends doesn't ramp you anymore. Oh no. Oh no, they didn't change anything on Lee Sin. Ew. I don't know about that. That's true. They did say in 1.3 we're planning to make some adjustments to Lee Sin. Okay, right. I'm sorry, I thought this was talking historically speaking. This says in 1.3 we're planning to make some adjustments to Lee Sin. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is technically a nerf, right? Bastion's technically a nerf. You don't know. It's tough. Like, Hush was one of the few, like I said, with Fleeting, was one of the few ways to, like, get through Lee Sin with Spell Shield. And, like, Lee Sin with Spell Shield is still going to be very good. I don't know. I think with the new card set dropping, so one of the things about the Lee Sin deck is that, like, from a power level perspective, I don't know that it's necessarily too good from a power level perspective. It just kind of feels bad to play against. But like, from a new cards are dropping perspective, as far as the ladder goes, I'm not really expecting there to be that much of it as people are exploring new things. So yeah, I agree. It's Jace. I think the amount, like, we already don't see that much Lee Sin on the ladder. Like, we see it like once or twice in a 3-hour session. And like, they communicated with us at least. Like, again, like, this is the thing that I appreciate. Even if they're not adjusting it this patch, for example, we plan on making adjustments to Lee Sin in 1.3. They told us it's coming. I don't know. I think Bastion's a really good card, Pally, and I think all the decks that play Bastion are still going to be happy to play Bastion at 4 mana. I like the Bastion change overall. We got some new boards. We got a spooky Halloween board, chat. It's exciting. An Infernal Drake. Some card backs. Got a Poro in a costume. We've got some new emotes. A Taham Kench emote. With a top hat. That's lovely. The Harrowing Bundle will come with the card back and the board. Deck bundles. The Dragonborn bundle now available for some coins. It includes the Draconic Fury deck, the Guardian, the card back, and an emote. And if you haven't experienced these bundles before, they prorate the cost of this based on cards you already have in the deck. So if you already have a number of cards in this Dragonborn deck, this will be cheaper than these 3,000 coins for you. 3,300 coins. Some updates to expeditions with new archetypes. New ranked rewards. Lulu and Lulu level 2 are updated to improve visual consistency. When does this patch go live? Tomorrow, right about this time, about noon. All right. Yeah, that seems fine. Board is cute. I'm interested to see the newer boards have had more interactive elements on them, so I wonder if we can like click on the pumpkins or the cauldron or stuff like that. Would be nice. What's the lab? We're experimenting with a quicker rotation in labs. And 1-2 for the first week after the expansion drops, you'll get to try out decks built around the new landmark cards from Monuments of Power. The following week, an old favorite will return with a few tweaks. Okay, sweet. This is good. I love that they do this. The pre-built deck slab every time a new card set drops is awesome. That's definitely a feature I hope they keep doing every time they drop cards. Letting people sample before they buy is good. Hush change is fine. Bastion change is fine. This is fine. Living Legends change is probably, it's about the same. I'm glad they mentioned Lee Sin in here and they plan to change something with that. All right, at any rate, that's going to wrap up for me for this morning. Like I mentioned, we are going to be playing some Hellblade Senua Sacrifice this evening, 7 p.m., about 6.5 hours from now. I'll be back with that. I won't be back with more Runeterra with the new patch until tomorrow night, because again, the patches go live about noon Cornfield time, which is usually when I end. So rather than streaming some more Runeterra pre-patch tomorrow morning, I'm going to take off and we're going to play some Hades tomorrow morning. So we'll have 2 variety segments. I'll be back with Runeterra stuff tomorrow night, as well as a bunch of Runeterra Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Remember, if you haven't checked out my set review, that is up on YouTube now with all thoughts on all of the cards in the new set. Also, if you have a sweet deck idea that you'd like to see played on stream with the new cards, you can find the details on how to do that on my website. I'll respond to deck submissions this evening after people send those through. I believe we're going to be starting tomorrow night with Taham Kench plus Soraka, as well as Shavana Dragon. So, peace, folks. Everybody stay safe out there wherever you're at in the world.